Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know, my name is Jayla. So I wanted to talk today about some more big sis advice. It's been a little while since I've done one, but I have like so many things that I want to do, and this is going to be a series. So if you haven't already seen it, go check out my first one, and I'll have it linked down below too. But I wanted to get right into it. My first one is to not be a ride or die. Like, and I feel like it's not really so much of a thing nowadays, or maybe I don't know, maybe it is, maybe I'm just like out of touch. But even if it's like for a partner, if it's for a friend, if it's for like literally anyone, it could be your it can be your BFF, it could be your boyfriend for like the past 20 million years, like whatever, like don't ever be a ride or die. No one should ever have the capability of having your attention and having the power over you in situations. Like if something happens where this person did you wrong, hold them accountable for that. Like don't just because you had this connection with someone, just because you known them for a long time, or like you love them, or like it was only like one time, or like things happen, like hold them accountable. Like treat them like they're just anyone else. If they were anyone else, just ask yourself, would you still be sticking around them? Like, and if it's a no, then there you go. I don't know. Like, there's just some things that aren't negotiable, some things that are just disrespect, no matter who does it. And if you allow things to happen, if you allow things to slip through the cracks because this person is so pivotal to you, because this person is so important to you, it's going to become even more rampant in your relationship that they're going to keep disrespecting you. They're going to keep doing whatever it is that they're doing. They're going to keep pushing your boundaries. They're going to keep like, like it's not going to stop. They're going to feel more and more comfortable because they feel like they can get one over you. They feel like you're weak. They feel like you can't stand up for yourself, and that's not the case, right? It's not the case. We're staying up for ourselves this year. We're staying up for ourselves because we love ourselves. So, for my second one, I have to learn how to do things on your own. This is so important, especially if you are a girl, especially if you are a young girl. You need to learn how to do things on your own. You don't need a man. You don't need a man. You don't need a man to do it for you. You have to start learning how to do things on your own. Even if it's something as simple as learning how to do your own makeup, learning how to do your own hair, like learning how to do your own nails, things like that is so important. It will save you so much money in the long run. Like when I tell you it will save you so much money, like it's so worth it. It's so worth it to learn how to do things on your own. And especially I know that it can be so hard to learn how to do things like that on your own if you don't have a like womanly, motherly kind of figure in your life that can kind of show you the ropes of different things. And especially if you are a woman of color, if you're trying to learn how to do your makeup, learn how to do your hair, that's like a huge deal. That's a huge deal. And if you know how to do your own, that is like power to you, girl, because it is not easy. It's not easy to learn. We're all so different, and even if you see like different tips and tricks from different people, like you can collect those things and use them for your own stuff, but know that what someone is doing is not what you're going to be able to be doing. Everyone is different. And I didn't start to learn how to do my own stuff until I was probably like late high school. Like I was probably like a senior or a junior when I really started to kind of dabble into things, and I learned how to start doing my own hair. I've been doing my own hair since like I don't know, 5 years now. I did that. I did that. Anytime I do my own nails, I haven't had my nails done in a while, as you can see, but normally they go crazy. I don't mean to brag, but they go crazy. I'll have a couple pictures up here because, whoo. But that was so fun to learn. I do my own Gel X nails. One day I'll do a video about it, but not today. And I learned how to do my own makeup. That just takes like time and just practice and just kind of, trying out different products and seeing. And when you get older, things are going to change. So it's not going to be the same routine the rest of your life. You're always learning, you're always changing, you're always shifting, you're always evolving. Learning how to handle things with your own car, learning how to handle things with your own money, like things like that is so important because you don't want someone to have the wool over your eyes. You want to go into a situation and have at least a little bit of knowledge. You don't have to be like an expert, you don't have to be a mechanic, like you don't have to be an accountant, but but you want to know like a little bit so that you're not bamboozled, so that like what's what. So the next one that I have is to set boundaries. This is so important. Like when you are first meeting people, if you are like dating or if you're trying to find friends or whatever, you need to set those boundaries from the jump. From the jump, because people will really take advantage of you if you don't have a strong opinion, if you don't have a strong foundation of what your expectations are for this person. Like, people will literally go out their way to ruin your life. Like, there's people out there like that, and you just have to know how to handle those situations. You just have to know how to weed those people out, and you do that by having strong boundaries, strong expectations. Don't let anybody ever make you feel like your expectations, your standards are too high, because it's not. If anything, it's probably not high enough. So the next one I have is to advocate for yourself. This is one that I personally really struggle with, even now. But it's like you need to speak up. You have to talk for yourself. You have to stand your ground. You have to respect yourself. No one else is going to do it if you're not going to do it. Like, people will treat you based off of how you treat yourself. If you don't even feel like what you have to say matters, then why would anyone else think that what you have to say matters? You have to really show up for yourself, and you have to really advocate for yourself. If there's an issue, if you're feeling a certain way about something, you need to say something as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Don't bottle anything up or let it boil over, because you're only setting yourself up for failure. Like, it's so much easier to just try to get it out the way in the beginning versus farther on down the line you say, hey, that one thing that you did like a few weeks ago that really rubbed me the wrong way, and it's like, well, why didn't you bring it up a few weeks ago? The next one I have is to value your time. Value your time. Time is money. And I would always, when I was younger, I really thought like people are being so dramatic. They're being so dramatic. Like, time is not money. Like, I can't buy Bobo with time. But you can. You can. In theory, you can, because you're using up all this time for things that aren't serving you, using up all this time for people that don't really care about you, when really you could be using that time to work on yourself, grow your brand, grow whatever it is you're trying to do. And you're using up all that time for stuff that's really getting in the way, that's really hindering you from the destiny that you have within you. Like, if you're dating, if you have friends and they want to meet up, do stuff, that's totally fine. But have set times for when you're available. Don't just be available whenever. Don't just say, yeah, you can hit me up whenever, I'll come over whenever, because no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Like, if it's past a certain time, you're not going anywhere, girl. Stay in bed. Stay in bed. Trust me, stay in bed. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Anything that happens past a certain time is not worth your time. Like, if they really cared about you, they can wait till tomorrow. If they really cared about you, they can wait until it's a convenient time for the both of you, not just for them. So the next one I have is to cultivate resilience. Throughout life, you're going to have so many ups and downs, so many struggles, so many trials, so many tribulations. Like, it can really get you down. And when I mean down, I mean like you don't want to be here anymore down. Life will beat you down, and it will not care. It will keep going. Like, when things get rough, they can get rougher. They can get rougher. Trust me, they can get rougher. And you just have to know that you have to pick yourself back up and keep going. You have to find it within yourself, whatever that is for you, whatever you believe in, whatever faith you have that can help you get back up. Do that. Do whatever you gotta do, because we need you here. We need you here. And you just have to know that at the end of the day, you have yourself, and that may seem like really lonely and kind of like a negative way of thinking about things. But honestly, you should be the most important thing to yourself. Like, No one is ever going to give you the kind of no one is ever going to give you the kind of support. No one is ever going to give you the kind of support and motivation that you can give for yourself. Like, nobody knows exactly what you've been through. Nobody knows what goes through your head. Nobody knows what you go through behind the scenes. It's just you. You have to know within yourself that despite all of that, despite everything that you go through, despite everything people tell you, despite your job, despite school, despite your partner, despite your friends, despite your family, whatever it is, just know that you're bigger, you're greater, you're more powerful than that. You can get through it. You just have to keep trying. You just have to keep going. You just have to find that fire within yourself to just get past it. Because once you do, it doesn't seem that bad anymore. It really doesn't. Like, I've been through some crazy stuff, y'all. I've been through some crazy stuff. And I was like, man, this is it for me. This is it for me. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm out. I'm out. This is too much for me. And then I got past it and I was like, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And I say that about the most serious things that have ever happened in my life. Like, I smile and I laugh through everything because that's just who and how I am. But on like a really real note, really serious things can happen to you in life. And when those really serious things happen, you have to get really serious with yourself. Like, think about all the things that you want to accomplish, all the things that you want to do in this lifetime that hasn't happened yet, that hasn't come to fruition yet. That's going to happen for you, but it's not going to happen if you're not here. It's not going to happen if you're not here. It's not going to happen if you don't give yourself even the chance to keep going, because you never know what's on the other side of that door. Okay, so for my next one, I have to learn to be alone. This one is so big because you're going to constantly have like not a revolving door, but a revolving door of people in and out of your life, whether it's friends, partners, like classmates, I don't know, coworkers, whoever you're around, I don't know, but they're going to be in and out of your life. You're always going to think that this person is, oh my God, so important, and I can't imagine them not being in my life, and then one day they're not in your life, and you're like, whatever. Like, you just have to learn that even through those things, you have yourself. Enjoy your own company. You have to learn how to enjoy doing things by yourself. You have to be comfortable in silence. You have to be comfortable with being in your own head, being in your own thoughts. And I know that that can be a really scary thing for people, especially nowadays when we have so much accessibility to constantly being connected to others. It feels like we're never truly having an original thought or truly being on our own to really like sit in our feelings, sit in our thoughts, sit in how our day was. As soon as we come home, we're on the phone, we're on the TV, we're on something that makes us feel connected to another human being. And even if you're doing things like that, learn how to do it alone. So for my next one, I have to dream big, dream big, dream big, dream big, bigger than this, dream big, dream like you have all kind of resources at your disposal. Dream like there is nothing in this world that could hold you back because you already have the tools to get there. Dream like that. When you dream like that, what do you dream of? Whatever you just thought of, that's what you need to keep working towards. That's what you need to keep going for, because it's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. You just got to get there. You just got to keep trying. You just got to be a little delusional. You just got to be a little like nothing much going on up there and just kind of trust in the process. You got to try to like push yourself into uncomfortable positions, push yourself into environments that you're scared to be in, because those are the places where you're going to find those dreams coming true. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like what you're dreaming, what you're thinking for your life, what you want for your future is too much, because it's never too much. It's literally never too much. Like, look around. Look around at all the people that are living these lavish, like, blowing your freaking mind kind of lives. Like, I'm sure that at some point in their lives, they didn't think that they would be at where they are right now. And look at them. They're exactly where they are right now. Like, that could be you. And you have to stop thinking that you're not special enough to get to that point, because you are. You are. So for my last one, I have to be over the top, be over the top, be over the top. Like, Don't let anyone make you feel like you're doing too much. Don't let anyone ever make you feel bad for just being yourself or showing up and showing out. Like, that is the best thing you can do, is to be a big person, take up space, take up as much space as you want to, because you deserve it. Like, we need your light, we need your talents, we need to see your uniqueness, we need to see you. We need to see you. That was a little aggressive. Maybe it was a little aggressive, but we need to see you. Like, whatever you have going on, whatever it is that you're downplaying, amp it up, amp it up, amp it up. Like, whatever you think that is too much is not enough. It's not enough. Whatever that person that makes you feel like you're being too much is doing, they're not doing enough. They're not doing enough. You guys, thank you so much for watching another video with me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, you guys.